Welcome to In the Cards TCG. I got a lot of credit, and I got a decent amount of product. So I got a couple of collector boosters, and I got 3 play boosters of Dragonstorm. Tarkir Dragonstorm. I keep on referring to this set as just Dragonstorm. It's what's sticking in my mind more easily. But I'm gonna start opening this stuff. What are the hits from this set? Mox Jasper, a new 0 mana artifact that produces mana, conditional on having dragons. There's a 7 cost Ugin the Spirit Dragon mythic rare that is slated to break the modern format, or at the very least, it's gonna be good. At the very least, it's gonna be good. And probably the thing I'm most excited for, well, I don't know. That's kind of a difficult discrepancy for me. Because on the one hand, I am very excited for a 6 mana dragon with Storm. Wow, in the Dragonstorm set, they released a dragon with Storm. How amazing! How incredible! Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm trying to figure out how I want to situate this box. Usually I just have a box that sits upright with the opening this way, and then I just toss all the extra cards in there. Now I got this thing, which I can't really stand upright, he says as he makes it stand upright. But this is... that'll have to do. I think that'll be fine. I'll probably just, like every once in a while, take a pile of commons and uncommons that are not set aside and just chuck them in the box. Alright. There are also these special guest cards. They're full art enemy fetches. Enemy? Yeah. Yeah, full art enemy fetches. I want all of those in non-foil. That being said, for money purposes, there are some special foil versions of these cards. They're called Dragon Scale foiling. And of course, I would prefer to pull those for money reasons, because they look really cool. And they're worth a lot of money. I just said, for money reasons. Alright. So let's get started. We've got a soldier token. My lighting fine? Could it be better? Is the natural light just a boon here? Huh. Anyways, we got a soldier token. We have it's a nice start. Foil Craterhoof Behemoth. So, oh, interesting. This is a 2/2 soldier on one side and a 1/1 soldier on the other side. We've got a Craterhoof Behemoth foil showcase, I believe. Meringue River Regent. Voice of Victory. Nice. Commander card, Welcome the Dead. Hey, we got a foil Nature's Rhythm. I'm actually excited for this card because I want to see that get played in the Asmo food decks. We got a Swamp. We got cool-looking Purging Stormblood. I'll show some of the showcases real quick. Railing Dawnbreaker. Then we've got our rest of pack, which is all foil. Craterhoof Behemoth is a nice hit. Voice of Victory, I don't know how much that's going to end up being worth. I think for now, I'm going to take like some things that I think are notable and set them off to the side. All of the other rares are just kind of too early to call at this point in time. So if I don't know what those are, I'm just going to go ahead and sort of make like a rare stack over here. Yeah, let's do that. Do I want to keep track of tokens? No, I think tokens for the moment go into... Well, I don't know. It might be nice for my personal sorting to just like take showcases and tokens and lands and separate them out from just the rest of the stuff. I'm kind of like oh, that's actually way off screen. Which I think I don't mind that being off screen. Where do I want to put it though? We'll go with this placement for now and see how I like that. But I need to get back to opening these packs, which I think are just actually going to be more easily opened that way. Nice of them to include a tab. I don't think that that's going to be the way to open it. And we got a Bloomvine Regent. What does this card do? Omen. Search your library for up to 2 basic forest cards, reveal them, put one on the battlefield, one in your hand. Right, so it's cultivate on an Omen, and then 5 mana, 4/5 flying. Whenever this creature or another dragon you control enters, gain 3 life. Pretty good split card. The Omen mechanic is going to be interesting to look out for. It's got a 1/1 warrior on one side and a goblin on the other side. These are some very pretty tokens. So we got a Blooming Regent, or Bloomvine Regent. Hey, we got a Showcase Songcrafter Mage. Got a Showcase Roar of Endless Song. Got a Extended Border Transforming Flourish. Foil Sidisi, Regent of the Mire. And a really cool looking planes. Okay. Critting Dragonstorm and Encroaching Dragonstorm as the showcases. And some commons and uncommons. I really like that design for the full arts. Songcrafter Mage is a nice hit here. In the non-foil full art. Roar of Endless Song. Makes it do 5/5s, doubles power and toughness. I don't think that that's going to end up being a chase rare or anything like that. Okay, this says Demonstrate on it. Destroy target artifact. No. If that ends up being worth a lot, or it is worth a lot, I don't know that at this point in time, and I'm not going to immediately get rid of it, so... there we go. Let's keep going. Got a 5/5 elephant token. Very nice. Oh, let's go! For those of you that are paying attention, this is a dragon scale foil. Let's go! Alright, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get one of these at all. Alright, let me gingerly set that pack down. I'll go ahead and take it off the pile. Okay, we have a Sinkhole Surveyor as the next card in the pack, but yeah, let's put this in a penny sleeve. Very nice. Woo! Look at that texturing. That looks so cool. The only thing I don't like about this foiling process is that either you can look at the cool art or you can look at the pattern. You kind of can't do both. Your eye is drawn to either one or the other, which is still pretty. I really like this art, and I also like the treatment. So like being like, oh, I like this about it. Oh, I like that about it. They're both cool, but then not being able to focus on both at the same time is... I don't know. I have some internal conflict with that idea. Okay, so that's the best hit we've had so far. I'm looking at this Sinkhole Surveyor card, and it's kind of giving me like Ledger Shredder vibes. But it doesn't make itself bigger. Wait, sorry, it does make itself bigger. It's Endures 1. For some reason, I thought that this was Surveil 1. Pardon me. Oh my gosh. Okay, no, yeah, I really like this card. It's 2 mana, it flies, it progresses your board state or makes itself bigger. So this one is one of these cards. It looks a little sneaky. Maybe not powerful enough for Modern, but also pretty high upside if it's allowed to survive for a long period of time. Kind of stinks that it loses you a life. We've got a Teamer Battle Crier. This is a rare, yeah. During your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. And we have Arbor Adherent, a Dog Druid. We got Hallmark Siege. and a full art forest. And we got a Durgur Island Dragon and another Durgur Island Dragon dupe showcase. One foil, one non-foil. Planes here. I think I'll put all those in just the regular rare pile for the time being. We got an elephant treasure token as well. Super hyped to have a dragon scale foiling Arid Mesa alternate art already. Got a copy token. We have a foil Zurgo, Thunder's Decree. Mobilize 2 during your end step. Warrior tokens you control have. This creature can't, or this token can't be sacrificed. Also, the other half of the token was a monk. Which I do believe some people will be making monk tokens. We have Smile at Death. At the beginning of your upkeep, return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a 1/1 counter on each of those creatures. That is a mythic rare. I'll go ahead and throw that down there. We have Avenger of the Fallen. Death Touch Mobilize X, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. We've got an Infantry Shield. Equipped creature has Menace and Mobilize X, where X is its power. Pretty good. And we got Avenger of the Fallen, which we actually just had another copy of that recently. And a full art forest, non-foil this time. Kind of like getting the non-foil full arts. And we got a Feral Death Gorger and a Storm Shriek Feral for the showcase. And then all our commons and uncommons. Alright. I don't know if this is money, but this is kind of like a headliner of a card. I'll put it in the regular pile. Are there any mythics in this pile that I've neglected to throw into? No, there aren't. Okay. So the 2 mythics we pulled are in here: Songcrafter Mage, Crafter Mage, and the amazing Dragon Scale foil Arid Mesa. I don't think it's possible to get more than one of that type of treatment per collector pack, or per collector box, but I'm hoping I can. We got a Showcase foil Dragonfire Blade. And another mythic, Death Begets Life. I'll go ahead and throw that down here because it's a mythic. Barren Step Siege. Abzan or Mardu. Abzan is beginning of end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Mardu, at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died under your control this turn, each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. Ooh, that's cool. So you could, like, stack that with a mobilize trigger. That's pretty cool. That looks really cool, so I'm actually going to put that down there. We have Kotis Sibsig Champion, which is a mythic, so I'll put it down here. We have Rediscover the Way. And Full Art Mountain, Teeming Dragonstorm, and Roiling Dragonstorm Showcase. I wonder if we're going to get any... Well, I guess technically here's I've been calling these Showcase, and then I also called that Showcase. So there's like 2 different alternate treatments, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure what the names are for those 2 different types of treatments. Another warrior token. Yo, full art Great Arishan City. That's a nice pickup because this is a card that directly works with Ketramos and Modern, which I've heard is a pretty good card, but it says 1 in the black tap, exile a creature card from your graveyard to make a 1/1 white spirit. So this is just a nice piece of tech for an existing archetype. Let's put that down here. Got Naga Flesh Crafter, Sidisi, Regent of the Mire, Voracious Bibliophile, Sage of the Skies. When you cast this spell, if you cast another spell this turn, copy this spell. And Flying in Lifelink. Alright. Full Art Plains. We got another dupe. We've had 2 dupes of a foil and a regular of the same card. Interesting. Yo, a Royal Procession! I'm hype about that card. Other people are like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. And my response to that is, join me as a filthy casual in desiring to put it underneath an Isochron Scepter. I swear, I just need to go out into the world and purchase a playset of Isochron Scepter, because, good lord, I think I just want to activate that thing. Ah! All right. We got Bird. That's what I'm talking about. So this does not have the dragon scale foiling, but this is another full art foil fetch land. Scalding Tarn this time, the red-blue variant. We take those. Ooh, I like this card. Scavenger Regent has an omen for X black each non-dragon creature gets -X until end of turn, or a 4-cost 4/4 flying with ward, discard a card. This is like a great mid-range threat. I actually kind of want to put this into, honestly, like a mid-rangey modern deck. I just think would be really cool. Thunder of Unity. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Whenever a creature you control enters this turn, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. That could be pretty effective if you put in multiple creatures in a turn. Inox Strike Leader. Oh, sorry. Focus back. Awaken the Undead. Full Island. Got a Sagu Wildling and a Jeskai Shrinekeeper for our showcase uncommons, and then some commons and uncommons down here. All right. Let's get going. I have yet to open an Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Another Thunder of Unity. We got Stadium Headliner. Mobilize 1 on a red sack. This creature deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature. A Herd Heirloom. Mana of any color, only to cast a creature spell. Target creature you control with power 4 or greater gains trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage, you player draw a card. Become the Avalanche. Yeah, Magmatic Hellkite! This is a card that I want because I like to play Boom Bust, and when you ramp yourself off an indestructible land, you can then just curve right into this and then blow up your opponent's thing. I like that card. We got a Swamp, Roiling Dragonstorm, and a Feral Deathgorger as our other cards. All right. We got 4 packs left. 4 more opportunities for Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Here's a Spirit Token. Sarkhan, Dragon Ascendant. Dalkovan Encampment, arguably the worst of this cycle. Let's just throw that over there for now. Eshki Dragonclaw. Spike thinks this is an interesting card. I hope it is. It looks cool. Deceptive Frostkite. Yeah, Stormscale Scion. That's a mythic. And it's a card that I've been looking for. Being someone that plays Storm from time to time. Full Art Forest. We got a Runescale Stormbrood and a Purging Stormbrood as the showcases. Alright. 3 more packs. Alright. We got another Warrior Token. Ooh! Well, this looks cool. It's not textured and it's not Japanese, but Again, there are like 3 different alternate art treatments, it seems. But this one looks really cool. Got another Craterhoof Behemoth. That's a mythic. Got another Showcase Dragonfire Blade. I guess I'll throw that down there. Bone Devourer. Felithar, Dawn of the Abzan, and Fuller Island. We got Stormstreak Feral and a Sagu Wildling, and some commons and uncommons. As I can put the rare pile here. Showcase lands, tokens. This pile is getting very nondescript. I guess I'll just go over those at the end of the video and just be like, we got these cool cards, yay! Also don't know if Dragonfire Blade is actually like worth a lot of money right now. Seems like a cool card. We got Kotis, the Fang Keeper, and we got... Sage of the Skies, Inevitable Defeat, and Adaptive Training Post, Warden of the Grove, and Full Art Swamp. Showcase Dawnbreaker, Showcase Corroding Dragonstorm, and the other stuff. Alright, last booster. Give us a Nugan the Spirit Dragon. Or a serialized card. That would be cool. Got a bird. Got a heirloom. Mistrise Village. Revival of the Ancestors. A commander, Eshki, Teemer's Roar. I think this is actually worth a little bit of money. Actually, I have no idea. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on Eshki. If that spell's power is 4 or greater, draw a card. If that spell's power is 6 or greater, Eshki deals damage equal to Eshki's power to each opponent. Well, that seems cool. We have All Out Assault in foil. That's a mythic. Creatures you control get +1/+1 in Death Touch. When this enters, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase, followed by an additional main phase. When you attack next this turn, untap each creature you control. We got Plains, Disruptive Stormbrood, and Runescale Stormbrood for the showcase cards. Alright, well that was the end of the first of my couple of Tarkir Dragonstorm collector boosters. What were the hits? Well, we had this Arid Mesa. We had a Scalding Tarn. I think I got 3 Craterhoof Behemoths. Or was it 2? I think it was 2. Hey look, a Craterhoof Behemoth. Hey look, another Craterhoof Behemoth. Okay, we got 2 Craterhoof Behemoths out of this box. An Arid Mesa in the Dragon Foil, and a Scalding Tarn, obviously a bit more impressive. We got a really cool looking Narset Jeskai Waymaster. We got Eshki, a couple Dragonfire Blades, a Stormscale Scion, which I've been looking for. We got 2 full art, or 2 borderless, yeah, full art borderless commanders, which is cool. Full art foil copy of Great Arishan City, which I don't know how much that's going to end up going for, especially because there are a lot of people that are talking about how the Blink deck was, yeah, I don't remember if it was good against Breach or bad against Breach. I thought I had a good Breach matchup, and people are saying now, oh, it's going to turn into something else in the meta, and maybe it's not as good anymore, but if you are using Ketchermos, this seems like kind of a no-brainer to just add as a 1 of your mana base, maybe more. So, that seems really interesting. But again, Dragon Scale Foil. Alright, cool. This has been In the Cards TCG. I'm going to turn around and open another one of these, so if you stay tuned to the channel in the next few days, I'm going to be releasing one of these a day, or at least trying to schedule it that way. So, yeah, look forward to more Dragonstorm opening content. Thanks, bye!